I wanted to kick us off with I know a lot about Singapore cricket because I've been following your journey quite closely. Tell the listeners a little bit more about Singapore cricket and tell us about the highs and lows of being an associate nation and some of your personal memories over the last decade or so that you have.
Sure, Srinath. I think I would like to talk about 2008, which is where the journey of Singapore cricket really started. And at that point, Singapore is not the only country whose cricket journey started. It is also another famous country now in the cricketing world, which is Afghanistan. And in fact, the Singaporean and Afghanistan cricket story started at the same time. It's not ended in the same way, or it's not at the same situation right now. But maybe some of the viewers would be surprised to know that the World Cricket League Division 6, it happened back in 2008 in Jersey. Uh, and Singapore beat Afghanistan. And I can name some players that were still there in that squad that I'm sure some of our viewers would know. Example, uh, Nabi, who's
Wow.
not the captain anymore, but he's a stalwart of Afghanistan cricket. Um, and also Najibullah, the guy who was man of the match against Australia. Both of these guys were youngsters back then, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. And of course, Singapore team, and obviously the Singapore team back then, I was not in the team. This is back in 28, and I joined in 2012. But I'm still playing with some of the blokes in the Singapore national team who were there that day. And we beat them in that WCL Division 6 game, an ODI game. And that's how our cricket actually started. Because back then, cricket used to start from WCL or World Cricket League Division 6, and then you move your way up from 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 2. And when you make it to 2, you get ODI status. And from there, you become a full member. So you can imagine the journey that Afghanistan has been on since 2008. They finished in the top 2, then got the chance to win 5, and then they made through all of that ladder to today being a full member. And for me, Singapore has been trying to do exactly that. And we made it from Division 6 to being this close to being an ODI nation. And I will talk now about the lows as well. I talked about a high where we beat Afghanistan, one of the lows, and I was a part of that team. We were trying to qualify into Division 2 from Division 3. So we had already made from 6 to 5 to 3. And this is in 2014. This is my second World Cricket League. And we lost to Uganda by 1 run.
Wow.
And 1 run and 1 inch. I still remember that moment like it's yesterday. I think we were 9 down, and our number 11 hit a ball cow corner, and Uganda is an amazing fielding team. We were trying to run 2, and we put the bat, and the batsman was trying to run 2, and he fell short by an inch, and that inch meant 2 points. And those 2 points meant that Uganda went into Division 2 or had the chance to get into Division 2, and we did not. So for me, that's, let's say, the lows of Singapore, and personally a big low, because at that point it had already been 2 years playing cricket for Singapore. I'd already graduated, like with you, Srinath, in 2012. It was already 2 years that I'd been not working and I'd been playing cricket. So it was like a very pivotal moment for me. And it's actually that day that I decided, because we didn't get ODI status. We didn't get, because of that, professional contracts, which would have come if we had become an ODI team.
Wow.
That I decided. In fact, I was sitting there in the dressing room, and I was thinking that, man, I need to go back to Singapore and apply for jobs. So it was a devastating moment for me, because pretty much my cricketing dream, it fell apart in front of my eyes by that one